Good day, Bambies! I'm Kaleidow and welcome back to another Roblox Bloxburg video. Today we are building a very special build. It is a florist plant nursery. I'm so in love with this one because I'm a major green thumb. While I don't have a garden myself, I do have as many pot plants as I possibly can fit into this one-bedroom apartment I have. And I just adore florist stores and plant shops in general. I just think they are so sweet. And since we are building a little town right now in Bloxburg, I thought this would be fantastic and a great opportunity to play around with lots of the new items. So that is exactly what we're doing today. We're going to be playing around with so many of the new objects and they are just so incredible. Let me tell you guys, oh my gosh, I'm really happy with everything that we got, ranging from abundance of different pots, including these gorgeous hanging ones, which I just think are so cool. I've been wanting stuff like this in The Sims 4 for ages. But yeah, we also have a bunch of ground floor ones, which I think are really neat as well. I really do like the geometric ones. I think they are so classy, and I see a lot of stuff like that are here around Melbourne. Yeah, as you can tell in the corner there are so many different shapes and sizes. And of course, because it's Bloxburg, you can go ahead and recolor and texture each of those objects however you like. And oh my gosh, we have windowsill pots as well, which are just so cool. I really was talking about that in my last video, my leaks video. And God, we got it and it's so cool. Speaking of that previous video that I did on the leaks, I know it came out a little bit like an hour after the update actually came out. I recorded that video like a day or two before I actually uploaded it, so that is totally my bad. But you know, I promised you guys that I'd be coming back with another video talking about the update, and that is exactly what we're doing today. So the first day of the update, I was practically playing it the entire day. Like, I was having so much fun. I have not maxed out yet though. I'm only like level 5, and I think that's because I was focusing on building. I also had to do some errands in real life. Yes, I got to play a lot and it felt like I played a lot and it feels like I should be max level, but I am not max level just yet. Hopefully I can reach it pretty soon, but let me know down below in the comments, have you guys got to max level yet? What level are you if you haven't? Like me, I'm only level 5, bruh. I'm gonna get there eventually though. I'm really excited like to get that gorgeous little trophy. I want to unlock all of the trophies in Bloxburg because I want to have a cool trophy like shelf area in my house. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, we're putting down all of these little wall pots that we have, and I really like how you can play around with these. I did something which is kind of inspired by my hairdresser salon. So my hairdresser, she has like at the back wall, she has like all of these cascading they're not poison ivy, devil's ivy plants that I think they're also called pothos plants that like kind of vine down, and they look really pretty. Unfortunately, we do not have any vine plants in Bloxburg. I would love if we one day did get some vine, but you know what? I was able to make do with some little plants there. I think it looks all right, even though it's like a wall thing. I think it looks adorable. But yeah, now we're kind of making way with this tiny little florist store. It is so tiny. Going back, like rewind a little bit. This is in my town. I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but I am building a tiny little town. Well, it's not tiny, but a little town in Bloxburg. So it's a town within a town, and I'm just so in love with it. A lot of you guys are giving me a ton of great feedback, saying how much you love the color scheme and how everything's just really colorful and rainbow and stuff. And that is exactly what this channel is all about, and I'm really glad that you guys like it. I feel like I'm coming back to my roots and going straight colorful crazy. There was another video that I uploaded a little while ago where I was very confused if I should be going super colorful or whatever, because I feel like in Bloxburg, a lot of the other builders tend to build very monotone. I felt like I was doing something wrong by not following that trend. But you know what? I'm coming out of the closet and I'm going to do all of the rainbow stuff that I want to do in the game, and I feel a lot happier about it now. I've been feeling a lot happier recently, and this update has come at the perfect time. It just feels like everything is flourishing all at one moment. I can legit be like the sappiest person on earth sometimes, and I apologize. But yeah, let's get into like talking about the actual florist store for a hot second here, because I am just the worst when it comes to tangents and running around, daydreaming, and just like going off subject. So yes, back to the build. I really wanted everything to look super green and lush in here, but I also wanted there to be a touch of rainbow, as I was saying. So we have a bunch of the vases. I wanted there to be different corners of the florist store, even though it's very tiny. I wanted it to be kind of like organized somewhat. It's like an organized chaos of plants. And it's kind of overwhelming, but it's also adorable at the same time. A lot of my favorite plant shops in real life are very similar to this, where they're quite small, but they're overflowing with an abundance of plants. That is the vibe that I was going for. So we definitely have a mixture of like some dark grays and then some greens and little pops of color here and there, of course. I really wanted there to be a windowsill table that had a bunch of pots that you could buy, and then maybe some actual plants, and then some hanging plants above it that people could buy as well. And then across the other wall on the right, we have a whole bunch of vases, and now that would be the florist part, where all of the arranged bouquets would be on display, and people could talk with the florist what they want, and she could arrange them there if she wanted. We also have the counter space, where of course whoever is behind the register that day would be hanging out. So I tried to make that kind of comfy. There's like a little bin, there's a coffee mug. Later on, I add in the miniature greenhouse, which is actually one of my favorite objects in this game now. It is so adorable, and I can't wait to use it for so many different things in the future, but you guys are going to see that very soon. Now we're going to be working on the upstairs, which is just meant to be a no customer zone, if that makes any sense. Customers aren't supposed to come up here. It's meant to be more of the florist station, where the person would be able to arrange all of the flowers before they open the shop or whatever. I also add in a sink and some stuff up there, lots of shelves and things. So yeah, it kind of looks more like a place of work, if that makes sense. I try to keep it simple, but it kind of grows into its own little space in a little bit. I have a bin and a sink, and there's some boxes and stuff there, because I feel like they'll get some new pots or vases shipped in from time to time, and they would have to have somewhere to store it. So the upstairs could also be a storeroom, because obviously we do not have a lot of room. And the reason why the railing is grass, or a hedge, sorry, it isn't grass, is because I actually make the underside of the floor a grass texture as well. So it kind of looks like maybe they have plants growing on this wall loft ceiling space, if that makes any sense at all. I don't think it did, but you'll be able to see at the end of the video when I walk through the whole place and really show off the ceiling of that loft, because I think it gives a very unique touch to this store. They would probably have some sprinklers or something like that that are put into the ceiling as well, so then it would be always like misting in there. I feel like this room would smell really, really good if they had like little misters on, and then all of the bouquets. It would be like this overwhelming smell or scent of flowers, and I love that. I really want to go and visit my local plant shop now. I have like this urge to go to a florist store, buy a bouquet of flowers, or maybe go to a plant store, go to Bunnings and pick up some new plants. But I need to hold myself back, because I actually cannot have any more plants in my home. I have way too many. I have so many that are outside as well, like around the back, around the front, because I can't fit them all indoors. My shelf that's in the bathroom is just overflowing with plants as well. Oh my gosh, I have like a plant in every corner in this home. So I guess the good thing about this Bloxburg update is now I can kind of, you know, fulfill that urge of buying plants and buy all of the pot plants but in Bloxburg. Yay for me. Comment down below, are you guys a green thumb? What do you think of this new update? I know that I was asking you guys earlier about like what level you are, but I would also like to know what your thoughts are. Are you enjoying it? Is this something that you've long awaited for? I'm kind of over the moon about this update, and I especially love the cacti. I think they are ginormous. We also got gorgeous little succulents. Now, I am a succulent fanatic. I love succulents so much. I have one that's actually as big as my head in real life. It is ginormous and very, 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 very old. And I grew up with succulents being all around the house when I was young. Living here in Australia, we tend to have a lot of drought-resistant plants. So it's very cool to see cacti and succulents included in the game. Something that I would have liked to see was some more delicate grasses or ferns or something like that. But I guess they do have the tall and short grass, and they do look really nice in a pot, I have to say. Generally, this is a pretty awesome update. I don't really have anything bad to say besides it takes forever for plants to grow, but you know that's kind of realistic because plants don't grow overnight. And I kind of just tend to, while I'm waiting for my plants to grow, I'll work on my other skills. Like right now, I'm working on my intelligence. I think I'm like level 6 or something like that. So yeah, I'm working on that. I'm already level 10 writing. It gives me time to kind of multitask, and I do like that I can do that with this skill. I don't have to stand around just like, you know, waiting for plants to grow. That would be so boring. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the process of building. Now we're getting into the fun part, and we're going to explore this gorgeous build. But I'm going to head off now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm so happy with this florist store. I think it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a great set in my roleplay that I'm going to be starting very, very soon on the channel. Maybe my character will have a part-time job here. That would be so epic, and I love that idea. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell for notifications so then you get notified when I upload more videos like this. But yeah, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic one. I love you all to bits, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!